So, now that we figured out all the training stuff for this chapter, next up is gonna be figuring out a meal. But yeah, it still trips you up sometimes using a PS4 controller for PC games because all the buttons they show are the Xbox ones. Oh, does it? On a whatever game that is there. I mean, I guess I've never really used a, you know, a PS4 controller on PC. I always use an Xbox controller is what I do. So what do we want to do for this month? Weapon durability loss slightly reduced. Let's see here. Feels somewhat faster. Slightly fills that at start of battle. Somewhat faster. Maybe the vegetable pasta salad. Is that what we did last month? I don't remember. Argaccio cheese gratin is what we can try. Sure, haven't tried this yet. So how about we, I don't know, Raphael kind of likes it. And sure, let's do this. Let's do this, how about then? That's what we can do. Alright, cooking up you kiddos a good meal. Hope you're hungry. I'm alright forgetting what we're making. Aw, perfect!
Hey,
oh, sweet.
This is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
I'm sure it's awesome. I'm sure it's fantastic.
Wow, that hit the spot. I'm so glad we're friends.
Same, man.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you.
It's so weird to be now treating Byleth to a meal. It's crazy, man. Oh, how the turntables. Oh, how the turntables have turned, I must say. PlayStation buttons are all different, so it's obnoxious. Xbox place, yeah. I do remember that, at least from me playing on, you know, my PlayStation 2 from way back in the day. Just look around in case there's like a item lore thing above. I am so tired. Utterly exhausted. It wasn't just the long journey from the kingdom. We've also been fighting constantly. And the war is going to stretch on even longer because of this, right? All I can do is sigh, really. Temporary leave? Could ask Edelgard to let you go back to Enbar for a while. I can't say that option's very appealing. My father will most certainly put me to work. Well, yeah. Yeah, I remember from the time that I played PS2. My first ever home console was a PS2, and that's the last PlayStation console that I've owned. Never owned a PS1, but I had a PS2. That I did indeed have. After Herm's defeat, they were placed under the former Duke Ayer's rule until his fall from grace. Okay, no items around here or anything like that. Same here. The entire time, the taxes levied upon the people were somewhat harsher than those in Ayer territory to the south. I've heard things are better now, but the residents have been aggrieved for many years. Differences like that can add up, you know? Maybe that's what caused all this. Maybe. Maybe it is. But yeah. Yeah, I don't even have any PS1 games, though. Oh, well. I've kind of got a bad feeling about this. How do I describe it? It's like I sense darkness, or something like that. It's hard to put into words. Ask about the darkness. Darkness? You mean like from me, for example? Maybe. I might. Which probably means my bad feeling isn't all that reliable. Well, there's someone to talk to here. Hubert, apparently. Right. I knew this moment would come one day. I cannot claim to be completely prepared, but I have done all I can in our current circumstance. As I said, I will need you to be prepared for their onslaught. Okay. PAL PS1 game despite living in the US because why not? Why not? Why ever not? Yeah, I picked up some like some GameCube games for my backwards compatible Wii, but never any PS1 games. Many people in the villages and towns ahead are suffering because they got caught in the uproar. Must go and save them at once. Sure,
Absolutely.
you're right. It's up to people like us to help during times like these. Yes, I have more determination to fight now than when we were fighting against the other regions. Anything in here? Because I think that there's one during each exploration thingamabob, and I've probably missed some.
You there. Got a minute?
What a mess. At least I know this isn't the church's doing. The Knights of Saros would usually be the ones fighting with everything they've got in this kind of situation. The Imperial Army, on the other hand, accepts full responsibility for protecting each and every one of their citizens.
Now what?
Now that I've cut ties with the Central Church, I can really appreciate them taking on such a burden. I'm grateful for it. Well, hi, howdy.
Got a sec?
Looks like more bandits have gathered and are headed here from the west too. Maybe someone hired them, or they caught wind of the commotion. Either way, we've got a big old pain in the neck looming on the horizon. Yeah, I do have some good US region PS1 games too, but the PAL one is just funny. Just funny to have that. I have a German copy of Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, I'm fairly certain. I think that was from when I was like over in Germany. Interestingly enough, the German Nintendo DS cases are thicker than like the North American ones. Or I guess it'd just be like the European ones in general, most likely. Different case from the US. Oh, interesting. So kind of like the European thing with the DS.
How can I help you?
Rim almost makes me think of the insurrection of the Seven. Oh, you're not familiar with it? House Rim opposed the politics of Ionios IX, the previous emperor. Ionios IX subdued them, but then several key noble families, including House Ire, banded together to wrest power from the emperor. House Rim is counted among the Seven, but they had already lost their influence at that point. And so Rim lived under Prime Minister Ire's charge for a great while. Oh, is this where Ferdinand's dad's gonna come into play? Palpius ones have thicker cases too, huh? Wonder why they do that. Alois, I wish you were playable here.
That's concerning.
I didn't expect this would happen. Hope the people in Rim are alright. I quelled many a disturbance just like this back when I was with the Knights.
Ready and willing.
And though the place and my title may be different, I still fight for the people. Alright, US games use a standard jewel case, also used with PC games and music CDs at the time. Palpius One tales of unique PlayStation cases, huh? News to me. I'm surprised you're not playable here. Professor Hanman left this post to me and went to protect the townsfolk. And I mean, all the Nintendo Warriors games thus far have gotten DLCs, so I imagine this game would probably get DLCs, so maybe characters like this would be playable down the line. I don't know. I don't know there. A decent handful of games there. I remember renting some old Crash Bandicoot games back in the day, but, and I believe it. I've never played a Digimon game before, though. I have a single Digimon card that Anma sent me that I keep on my shelf back there. He said he would be the one to save the people. It was quite admirable, actually. I'm certain he can take care of himself, but I hope he regroups with us soon. I hope so. I'm worried about everyone in Rim. We need to get out there and help them as soon as we can. I know I don't deserve the title anymore.
Let's give it a go.
But a Knight of Fargus would never be so quick to abandon the townsfolk. Nah, you totally still deserve the title, Ash. Did Digimon survive when it comes out, or when you're done with Xeno 3 as that launched on the same day? I don't know if it's quite the kind of thingamabob that I'd cover. I'm not quite certain there. And when it comes to Fire Emblem inspired games, I already have like too much Fire Emblem on this channel enough as is the case.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Commander. Something to report. Well, the things to report aren't actually happening around this gate. Both shores of the Aramid River to the east are apparently crawling with bandits. Fighting to protect the people. What a great responsibility. I hope I can help somehow. I'm sure you can, man. Hi. Hi there.
Okay.
Rim's my home turf. I'm not gonna let these malcontents get away with this. I know there's nothing special about the place and it's kind of forgettable, but, well, we got really good fish. And the Bacchus? Downright delicious. Yeah, I know I'm just going on about the food and drink. What, you got a problem with that? No, I don't have a problem with it. Alright, let's see here. Collect supplies. I wonder if I can upgrade the forge thingamabob to a state where I feel confident forging things. Maybe I'll have a look-see. Rim. I feel no particular attachment to that place. But those responsible for the chaos feel familiar. I suppose cutting them all down would serve to stave off boredom. Well then. Oh, it's you to talk to.
Right.
Boy, it sure is nice and warm in the south. If I had my way, I'd walk far to the south. Maybe in Enbar. Is that so? Is that so, good sir?
Here's a thought.
My work used to take me through Leicester all the time. A lot of familiar faces. For a time, there was a kid who called herself my best apprentice. So are we gonna run into her? I wonder what she's up to now. I think her name was Leonie. Interesting. I can keep it in mind for the future, but you know, the whole game situation on this channel, I don't know if it's the kind of thing that can be considered anytime remotely soon, you know. Hanneman isn't here. He might have gone to Rim. I'm a bit worried about him. That old geezer is prone to the most spectacular blunders. I sympathize with her. Know how you feel. Yet another reason for us to get a move on. Oh, so you agree? I do hope he's alright. I'm surprised I didn't raise affinity there. I'm surprised about that. I believe it. Sometimes there are just those kinds of games, huh?
No way.
Why is this happening? We were so close to ending the war. The commoners will be the ones to suffer the most. As it is, they're just scrambling to survive. We have to save as many people as we can. Don't worry, we totally will. We'll totally do the thing. It'll be great. My partner died in the last battle. We've been together for ages. Nothing to do about it now. Captain Gerald decided we should work with the Empire. I was convinced it was the right choice at the time. Ah, look who's here! Father, perhaps we should leave him to the other Imperial forces and take control of the situation on Delia. You are the Count now, Lawrence. I cannot tell you no, but you must consider it carefully. We are presently following the Empire's lead. Would it be wise for us to prioritize the stability of an Alliance territory? But if the chaos spreads from Ardelia, Gloucester will undoubtedly be harmed. We must take a certain level of precaution, yes. But right now, we should prioritize serving the Empire as much as we can.
What? No.
I see. You mean to say this is our only option if we newcomers are to build trust within the Empire? Understood, Father. I shall heed your advice today.
Understand.
Do not myopically seek immediate gains. Always maintain a broader view. That is politics. Alright, I shall bear that in mind. Interesting. Interesting. Do you know if you'd recommend the PS1 games? I literally know nothing about Digimon at all. So I mean, it's really not my kind of realm, you know. Literally know nothing about it. I'm estimating there will be more fighting in the city. Not enemy soldiers, but bandits and rioters.
What do you think?
I'm having a better time fighting in this situation. What about you? I'll say the thing that makes her like me more, I'll agree. I'm better in those kinds of battles too. It's definitely easier than fighting in a wide open field. So we are the same. Then we will be finishing the fight promptly. Yeah, we totally will there.
What is it?
So we're fighting bandits and scoundrels next. It doesn't matter who we're up against. I'll cut them down all the same. Spawn Undaunted.
Right on.
You got that right. I'm not gonna let you outdo me either. Just watch, I'll do a better job than you.
Sure.
Let's do this together instead. Things will work out better for the both of us that way. Yes, let's do that. Where's line of Tamagotchis, digital pets from the mid to late 1990s? Created a TV show to sell more units and it blew up, huh? Interesting, so that's how it started then. To be honest, I'm so relieved we managed to get through everything without killing Annie. We took her weapon though, which was pretty cool. I'm so happy so long as she's alive, no matter how much she hates me. Yeah, we were able to spare her, but not her dad.
Come to think of
Have you heard about the Dance Master that lives in southwestern Rim territory? Do we get Dancer here then? They apparently won the White Heron Cup dancing competition. I had no idea such a contest even existed. I did. I wonder what style of dance they do. I wonder what skills Dancer gives in this game. I wonder. I'm curious.
Got a minute?
Everyone said the fighting would get worse the closer we got to the capital. But if anything, it's felt like the opposite. Instead, we're just walking all day. I'm gonna end up losing bulk at this rate. Huh? We're going into Rim territory? What part of the kingdom is that? Series is still active while in Japan, but it died in the US mid to late 2000s that's struggling to continue existing. Buy more Digimon cards, but you can never find any, gosh dang it. Yeah, I just have the one that Anima sent me, and that's it. I forget what the name of it was. I think I put it in, like, where did I put it in, like, a case with, like, some Pokemon cards there, because one of the things that was sent there, one of the things that was in the box of stuff that Anima sent me was, like, a thingamabob, a little case of Pokemon card thingamabobs. So I have, like, a few in here from, like, ones that, like, Guzma had sent me and stuff. Yeah, this one. Phoenixmon. That's my one thingamabob. Whatever this is. Bam. That. From that Anima nerd. You can attribute that to her. That is what you can attribute that to, is the case. So that just sits on my shelf. Even though I know, you know, nothing about it, is the case. Just came and order a booster box from TCG Player at some point. Would that be from, like, Japan or something like that? Or would that be, I guess it would probably be in the, still English in the US. I just assumed from you saying, like, struggling to exist that maybe it's not that I guess there are still cards around in English, evidently, since I have one right there. I'm just dumb. Forgive my brain malfunctioning for a moment. Do you ever lose track of our location because we keep moving around? No, because it shows it on the map. I have no idea where we are. The Alliance? Or are we in the Empire? We're in the Empire, south of the Airmid River. Wait, I mean, we're on the north bank of the river, which used to be part of the Alliance, but has since joined the Empire, so maybe Empire territory? What? The Empire got bigger? Why does this stuff have to be so confusing? But yeah, Digimon guys aren't good at marketing. Then. Let's see here. Oh, I haven't talked with you yet, have I?
Yes?
Something slithers among the shadows, and you, or should I say we, are suspected of being involved. I wonder what outcome would be most advantageous for you. Okay, I keep having to, like, move my mustache to the sides, you might notice, here and there, considering, like, I usually trim it a little bit so it doesn't like overcome my lip. But in the last several weeks, I decided to like grow it out and just try moving it to the side. In fact, it was as of the Assassin's Creed Syndicate playthrough, where there was the freaking main antagonist dudo that had like this super long mustache and it was like super spectacular. And it got me thinking like, how much can I grow out my mustache is the thing. So like if it's all the way down, it kind of overtakes my lip a little bit. So here and there, I've been kind of moving it to the side so it doesn't. I might have to trim it at some point because when I'm wearing a mask and, you know, working out in Taekwondo, it kind of gets all like matted with sweat and like over my lip and whatnot. And it's like all over in the way and stuff like that. But I've been curious. So, you know, this is the longest that I've had my mustache before is the thing. So I'm trying it out. So if you see me like fidgeting with my face and my mustache, that's why. It's just now occurring to me that I've probably been fidgeting with my mustache here and there this whole stream. And haven't really, you know, mentioned anything about that. So yeah, there's that going on. It's funny considering this was going to be like a short-term thing, and now I've just had it for like close to a year at this point. That's crazy to think about. Anyway, but yeah. And they decide, you know, where we should sell our cards in the US, only select local card stores that meet our guidelines and approvals. Target Walmart, not for us. Oh.
In point of fact,
When the city of Nouvelle fell, it was overrun by bandits and looters. At the time, the Imperial Army had been so focused on fighting forces from Dagda that the city's guards were practically non-existent. But now, we've mobilized our forces and prioritized aiding the people, rather than the war itself. I feel misty-eyed with gratitude. What about your past there? I had no idea Nouvelle had gone through something so awful. We can't let it happen again. You are exactly right. But I doubt we will have to worry about that with our present leadership. Yeah. We actually see Edelgard like really supporting the people in this route and stuff, unlike Three Houses. The Aramid River divides Ordelia and her territories. How odd for riding to be happening in both places at the same time. That can't be a coincidence. There must be something more to this than meets the eye. Transformers! What do you think is happening? So, what do you think's happening then? I don't really know. You should ask Hubert. TCG Player is a really good website if you're into TCG games like Pokemon, Magic, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or literally anything niche. It's both a sales and price charting website with insane amounts of cards for sales in their database, huh? News to me, I've not been into like anything card related in 3,000 years. Mostly because, you know, I need to not, you know, be going ham with my wallet and whatnot is the thing. I was like, okay, well, I should probably just keep one hobby of, you know, either video games or cards, and I decided video games was the better thing. I get a lot more bang for my buck out of them, is the thing. So, haven't gotten anything card related for a long time. Last time I did was, you know, freaking, I guess I got those cards from, like, Guzma, though I wasn't the one that bought those. I technically bought a small thing of Pokemon cards that's currently in the freaking, in that box over there, the white one that's getting sent out to Guzma. Was technically someone there. I think that's fair game to say. I don't think he's in the stream right now. So Count Burglace is headed west. Then enemy won't be taking back their territory anytime soon. But we've also pulled our main forces out of the area, which gives our foes a chance to regroup. We need to consider what approach they'll take while we're dealing with the riots. Agree. You're right. We need to be thinking ahead. Let's settle this matter in Hrim as quickly as possible, for both the townsfolk's sakes and our own. Yeah, let's do that. Sending me some cards. You don't even know my address. You don't even know it. But you do know those who do, technically. is the thing. If you technically really wanted to do it, I wouldn't say no, but like the thing is, you know, I'm not exactly an avid collector or anything like that, so they would either go in like a case somewhere or on a shelf and you know, wouldn't be as like loved and have its purpose as well served as in the hands of someone who is like still truly passionate about it, you know, is the thing. I still think that they're neat, but but that's about as far as that goes nowadays. My family sent a magistrate to a town in the eastern part of Hrim. Now they have lost contact with him. What in the world is going on over there? Perhaps we will need to consider the worst case scenario. Maybe. Hi.
How can I serve?
House Regan's also got soldiers stationed at the Great Bridge of Murden up ahead. I think that was part of the agreement we had with the Alliance. Well, they probably don't want the Imperial Army moving in and out of Leicester without their knowing. Could well be. But yeah, could be worse considering our old kippy Windows XP PCs and call it a day. If I get sent anything that I freaking can't even use, there's nothing telling me, you know, nothing stopped me from just being like, I'll just find a different home for it, you know.
Another thing.
It's the thing. Apparently my father's heading toward what used to be the western part of the kingdom while we come out this way. Without me, he's leaving my brother in charge of Fort Merceus. Well, I'm sure things in the west will be fine with my father. Not like when we were fighting in the Alliance. I'll worry about Count Berglia's. I'm not sure. You know, that'll be fine if it's just another battle. But we still don't know for sure what's gonna happen. My father can do more than just fight, you know. But you're probably right to be wary. But yeah, my address and whatnot isn't public information. Like, I've thought about, you could always open like a P.O. box, something like that. But like, I figure, you know, I'm still a relatively small creator. There's probably not much point in, you know, opening a mail freaking thing where Bob didn't stop that Guzma and Anima nerd from like sending things though. So what after they asked, I just gave them like my specific address, so they both know it. But and now I'm sending, you know, something back to that Guzma nerd, and the next on my to-do list is gonna be that Anima nerd. I'm just waiting for like some stuff to finish getting 3D printed before I send things to Guzma. My cousin has a bunch of 3D printers, and he's mentioned to me before, if you ever want anything 3D printed, just let me know and whatnot. So I've like called in that offer and whatnot to get some stuff 3D printed for Guzma. So I'm just waiting on that before I eventually ship out like that package there. Is the case?
How may I help you?
Blood is doing its best as Alliance leader, but now I see how quickly you all react to these situations. Makes me wonder if I should fight for the Empire instead. I'm sure the Lords are still evading, well, arguing at their roundtable meetings. Just a few people left to talk to. Delia territory's in bad shape, yeah? Bah, I just want to go help them. I'll help you out. You want to help them? Okay, I'll go tell Edelgard.
What?
Without even asking why. You're a real stand-up kind of person. I wonder if you can see the other option now. Nope. Guess not. I know full well that this is not enough to deter Her Majesty from her path. But to think that someone would cause such an uproar in the Empire.
Won't allow it.
No, that is something else entirely. We cannot allow it to stand. Clarification? Hold on. We don't have any actual proof that someone did this on purpose, however likely it might be. It is excruciating to be reprimanded with such sound logic, especially coming from you. Yeah, I got a lot of random stuff laying around. Most of it was just useless junk. So about your RCT2 game manual? Not a case or game or anything, just the manual? Man, I wish that I still had like stuff around for that. I still have my original discs for RCT 1 and 2, and I have the case for 3. Like, wait, where do I keep the case for 3? I have like just in loose disc holder thingamabobs RCT 1 and 2, and then 3 I have. Where the heck do I have it? I have it here, I think. Yeah. I still have this from back in the day. That's where it was at. Triple the thrills, it says. Wow, is there a manual in this? I wonder. There is. I have the RCT 3 manual then. In that case, I don't have. There's not exactly a whole lot in it. It doesn't seem like. But I still have this, I guess. But, you know, it's just like Windows requirements and whatnot. But basically any PC nowadays would be able to run RCT 3. Is the case. So I have that, but I just have, like, you know, I have RCT 1 and 2 just loose, but 3 I still have like that, so that's cool. So that's, you know, it says Atari on it. Gross. Grody. What a gross company. And then, yeah, my RCT 1 and 2 are just like a loose disc. I mean, I never got a case for 1, because I got 1 from a cereal box, so it was just a disc in the freaking box, is the thing. But yeah, so there's that. Having just for RCT 1 and your case for RCT 3 Platinum is on display. Yeah, I just have mine on the shelf alongside the games, but maybe one day, maybe when the day comes that I like move into my own place and I create like a new office setup like this, maybe I'll find space to like display RCT 3 Platinum. Maybe. That could be cool. Rem is near Ire territory. I only hope the riots do not spread that far. I feel like it's Ferdinand's dad that's behind this. The game's kind of been hinting at it up to this point, right? I'm worried for the people of Rim, of course. My feelings toward my own territory are special. When you are a noble, the peace in your territory feel like your own precious children. Being maybe children. Your own children? But you don't have any, do you? Wait, don't tell me that means...
What?
Just what are you getting at? Of course I do not have any. One day I may hope to have a few. But this is not the time for such discussions. I must ask you to desist at once. Okay then.
Hold on.
There's a lot of unrest in Ardelia too. We have to hurry and do something. But how did these ordinary run-of-the-mill ruffians manage to coordinate such widespread chaos? I think it's Duke Ire. There's a mastermind. There's gotta be some sort of mastermind behind this. I just don't know who it would be. Duke Ire. You don't? I suppose it is a bit early to be jumping to conclusions. But yeah. Send a bad picture of your display? What, in like Discord or something like that? Let's just see here, photos. Oh, that's pretty nice there. Some old games alongside there. And there's RCT3 Platinum. Both part of the gang. I don't have any of those thingamabobs. I didn't do a massive ton of PC gaming back when, but Roller Coaster Tycoon I most definitely did. Alright, let's see here. The riots have not spread this far yet. But based on the reports, things are only going to get worse from here on. Be ready. I'm used to this. I'm used to this kind of stuff. You should probably worry about everybody else. Yes, you might be right. But to tell you the truth, I do not think we should rely on you for everything. Maybe. Was your stuff was recent? Oh, just like collecting things recently? C3 Platinum is probably the oldest game you have up there, and it's maybe 4 to 6 years old. Like, you're saying, like, in terms of when you got it? Because the game itself is a lot older than that. Is the case.